Greetings, yogis. Welcome back. We're getting ready to do some yoga, so get your stuff, unroll your mat. I'll give you a few seconds to get those things and I'll see you right back here. Hi again. We're going to get started today in Supta Baddha Konasana. So just removing a block. Please remember to modify your practice today as it makes sense for you. Challenge yourself where you can, but back off if that makes sense. And of course, please remember, hit that like and subscribe button down below. That is a very big help for me and my channel. Lay back. Bring the soles of the feet to touch so the knees drop out. You can rest your hands on the belly. And that's actually a good way to stay tuned into the movement of the breath. And if you need props like blocks or blankets or anything under the knees, that does help to support the hips. So feel free to do that. Otherwise, let your hands settle onto the belly. If you want to close the eyes, feel free to do that. That's up to you. And just follow the slow intake of breath. And the flows out. Rise and fall of the belly. Setting up this nice, steady pace for the breath for our practice. Just let the breath move nice and easy, evenly through the nose as best you can. Let's hold it here for about 3 more deep breaths. Then bringing your hands toward the knees, you can fold the knees together, hug the knees in toward the chest. Feel free to rock a little, maybe take a happy baby if that feels good for the hips. You can open the eyes if you choose here, if they were closed. Then bring your right knee in toward the chest, stretch your left leg out on the mat. Actively press the left heel away and bring the right knee a little closer toward the right shoulder. Scoop the tailbone just a little bit so it's almost like your low back is reaching for the mat. Even if it doesn't actually touch, we want that energetic motion to help release the hip flexors here, which releases low back tension. Then shake out the left leg a little bit. Let's take a twist, go to your left side, bring the right leg across the body, and drop your right arm behind you. Maybe look toward the right if you can, and hold for another deep breath or so. Returning back through center, release the right leg, hug your left knee in toward the chest. So the right heel now actively stretches away, the left knee actively draws toward the left shoulder. Lengthen the tailbone, scoop the tailbone a little bit. Then shake out the right leg to soften, take your twist, go to the right. Drop your left arm out behind you. Maybe look toward the left and hold for another deep breath or so. Then coming back through center, hug the knees in toward the chest. And yogi's choice, you can either roll to your side, come to an upright position, or if you're hugging the knees in like I am, take the hands behind the knees, rock up and down along the spine, using your breath for momentum. Then a big inhale takes you upright, and now takes you onto your hands and knees. From your hands and knees, we'll get into downward facing dog. So spread the fingers wide, tuck your toes, hips up and back. Feel free, if you like, in your first down dog to walk out the feet, pedal out the heels. Taking an inhale, lift the heels high. Then with your exhale, sink the heels down. Bring it forward to your plank pose, lining up the shoulders. You can chaturanga or drop the knees. You can even lower all the way to the belly if you like. Inhale, upward facing. Returning to your downward facing dog for another full breath. Put a little bend in the knees, look forward, and walk or hop your feet to the front. Fold over the legs when you get there. Relax the head down and slowly roll up to stand as you press through the legs and uncurl. Stacking one vertebra at a time until the head comes up. Soften the shoulders, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, fold over the legs. Chest up, inhale. Exhale, plank pose, step it back. Breathing in, chaturanga, breathing out. Inhale, upward facing dog. And returning to down dog. We'll hold here for about 3 deep breaths. Feel free if you want to grab a child's pose, that's fine. Let's give it one more full breath. Then softening the knees, look forward through the hands, walk or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs when you get there. With your next inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. Bring the palms together, prayer at the heart center, Samastitihi, standing tall. Let's bring the feet all the way together, toes, heels touch, then drop the arms down by your side. Sit deep in chair pose, Utkatasana, fingertips toward the mat. Sweep the arms high. Dive over the legs, let the head go. Left leg, step it back, low lunge. We'll go right into warrior one. Virabhadrasana, spin the back heel down, float the arms high, reach up. Press down, lift, maybe look up, one breath. Open up for warrior two, reach out to the sides. We'll come to center for star pose. Straighten the right leg, angle the heels in, facing the left side, so the toes angle out, reach the arms high. A little goddess pose as you bend the knees, hands toward the knees. Then press down, star pose, lift up, warrior two to the back. Pivot the left toes, bend deep through the left knee. Look over the left hand, one breath. Reverse warrior, sweep the left arm over. Low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Lift the left arm for low lunge twist, reach high. Lower your left hand down to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. So we're facing the back of the room. Big inhale, flow through to your plank. Chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhaling, press back to your downward facing dog. Let's give it another deep breath or two here. And looking forward through the hands, walk or hop your feet to the front. Chest up on the inhale. Then exhale, round it down, feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose. So just listen carefully if you're not facing toward me. Dive over the legs, Uttanasana. Then step the right leg back in low lunge. We're just gonna make our way to the front again. Warrior one, turn the back heel down, press through and reach the arms high. Maybe look up, keep a deep bend in the left knee. Warrior two, reach out, look over the left hand for a breath. We'll take it to our star pose, going toward the right side. Straighten the left leg, angle the heels in, angle the toes out, raise the arms, overhead goddess pose, bend the knees, hands to the knees. Sit deep. Star pose, press through, straight legs, arms up. Warrior two, to the front of the room again, bend deep through the right knee, look over the right hand, one breath. We'll reverse warrior, sweep the right arm over. Low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Low lunge twist, raise the right arm high, lift up. Lower the right hand back down, downward facing dog, step back. You can hold it here or flow through. Looking forward through the hands, step or jump the feet lightly. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, round it down. Feet together, toes, heels touch. Utkatasana chair. Dive over the legs, let it go. Send the right leg back, low lunge. Just doing the other side. Turn the heel down, press through, arms high, warrior one. Maybe look up, one breath. Open up warrior two, reach out to the side and look over the left hand for a breath. We'll take star pose to the right as you straighten the left leg, turn the heels in, arms high, reach up, bend the knees, hands to the knees for goddess. Star pose, press through, reach up, warrior two to the back, pivot the right toes out, bend deep through the right knee and look over the right hand, one breath. We'll reverse the warrior, right arm, reach it over. Low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Low lunge twist, raise the right arm, reach high. Lower the right hand to the mat, down dog, step back. You can hold or flow through. And give it another full breath. Looking forward through the hands, step or hop the feet lightly. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, rounding down, facing the back of the mat, feet together, Utkatasana chair. Dive over the legs, Uttanasana, head down. Send the left leg back, low lunge, warrior one, Virabhadrasana, heel to the mat. Reach up, look up if you can, one breath. Warrior two, reach out to the side, look over the right hand for a breath. Take your star pose to the left as you straighten the right leg, heels in, toes out, raise the arms high, goddess pose, bend the knees, hands to the knees, chest up. Star pose, press through, reach up as you lift, warrior two, left, bend the left knee deep, arms out, look over the left hand, front of the room. We'll reverse the warrior, sweep the left arm over. Low lunge, hands to the mat, turn on the back toes. Low lunge twist, reach the left arm high, look up if you can. Lower the left hand to the mat, downward facing dog, step back. You can hold it here or flow through. Let's give it another deep breath or so. And putting a little bend in the knees, look forward. Walk or jump the feet lightly. Lift the chest on the inhale. Exhale, round it down as you fold. Step the feet hip width distance apart. Padangusthasana, hand to toe pose. Using the first two fingers of each hand, grab inside the big toes. Yogi toe lock, chest up, head up on the inhale. Then exhale, drop the head down, elbows out. Soften the shoulders out of the ears. And just enjoying some nice deep breaths. One more full breath. And pressing through the legs, big inhale, chest up. Exhale, letting go of the toes, bringing hands to the waist, and with a flat back, press up slow to stand. As you come all the way up, keep the hands on the waist. We'll do standing hand to toe pose, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So standing tall, shift your weight over to the right leg. First, just find your drishti straight ahead. Look at one point. Now lift the left leg, lift the left knee. Try to keep the hips level without hiking the left hip up too much. You can hold here, you can grab onto the knee for a little more stability. If you want to actually go into your hand to toe pose, using the first two fingers of your left hand, grab the big left toe in yogi toe lock. Let your right hand settle onto your waist. The standing leg is solid in every scenario here. You can keep the left knee bending, and if you want to go for it, press your left heel straight forward. Chest up. Look past the nose, stand tall, and we'll give it another full breath. Then rebend the left knee. We'll meet with the left knee bending, hands on the waist. Lower the left leg back down, keep the hands on the waist. Shift sides, shift your weight to the left leg. Now raise the right knee, keep the hips level without raising the right leg too high. Hold here or grab the right knee for stability, or if you're going for it, grab your big right toe with the first two fingers of the right hand. Your left hand settles onto the waist. Press down, chest up so the shoulders line up over the hips. Keep looking at your fixed point straight ahead and press the right heel straight through. Stand tall, keep the breath moving. Hold and breathe one more time. We'll meet with the right knee bending, hands on the waist, standing tall. Lower the right leg down, relax the arms by your side, Tadasana, settling right away into stillness. Then with your next inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana, chest up, inhale. Plank pose as you exhale, step back. You can drop the knees or keep the body in one straight line as you lower all the way onto your belly. We'll do a little Shalabhasana, locust pose, untuck the toes, slide the hands back behind you, interlace all 10 fingers. Try to straighten the arms if you can, maybe pressing the palms together. You can keep the feet separating, then inhale, lift everything up, come up. Reach back, chest up, lift the legs, feet back, come up, reach up and back. One more big inhale. Then exhale, lower down, release the hands. Turn your head to the side and hold for a breath. We'll do one more back bend. So return your chin to center. You can do a second locust pose, right? Interlacing fingers again. Or if you want to go for it, Dhanurasana bow pose by bending the knees, reach for your feet. You can bring the knees a little closer to begin with here. Then press through, inhale, lift, come up. Lift up, come up, breathe, chest up, shoulders back. Wherever you are, back bending is heart opening. So open the heart forward, lift up, come up and hold for one more big inhale. Then exhale, lower down, release, child's pose, shift back. We'll hold it here for about 5 deep breaths. Just checking in again with the breath if it's gotten a little bit away from you. And we'll come up onto hands and knees. We'll go right into pigeon pose. Slide the right knee through, left leg back, sit tall. Modify as you need, if you need on the back, doing the reverse figure 4 if that suits you. And if you're good to go here, keep the hips level, no sliding right or left. Reach out, head down, use blocks or any props as you see fit. You can slide a block or blanket under the right hip or thigh to help keep you more level if you need it, or maybe something under the forehead. And we'll hold it here for another deep breath or so. And as you release, just slide the hands in, head up, hands and knees. Bring your right leg back, right knee back, left knee forward for your pigeon. Just go the other way, right leg back, sit tall, lengthen the spine, modify as you need if you need, and if you're good to go, just slide the arms out, lower the head down, keeping your hips level, and we'll hold it here for another deep breath or two. And coming out once again, just slide the hands in, lift the head up. Roll to the outer left leg, bring your right leg around, so both legs extending out front. We'll do a little seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Sit tall, all 10 toes point up, arms high, reach up on the inhale, then exhale, come forward, reach for your feet, toes, heels, whatever you can grab. Use a strap or belt if you need, or just get as close as you can, get as close as you can. Lengthen forward, shoulders back, and we'll hold it here for another deep breath or two. And as you release, just slide the hands in, head up, bend up at your knees, roll down onto your backs, and hug the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a nice releasing stretch here. Rock a little if that feels good, happy baby, whatever release feels good for you here. Before we wrap up, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to go upside down if you'd like to take an inversion, shoulder stand, headstand. I'm going to do shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. So feel free to take either option. If you don't want to go upside down, you can return to Supta Baddha Konasana with the feet together, knees out, hands on the belly for a few deep breaths. Up to you. Otherwise, if you're going upside down, be careful. And if you're doing shoulder stand, and if you need to watch me first before doing it. I don't want anyone turning their head once they're in the pose, because that can be bad for the neck, right? You don't want to cause any potential injury here. So if you're doing shoulder stand, you're just going to use some momentum and press the legs up, hands to the lower back. And when you get there, just raise the legs up. And move your chin away just a little bit from your chest, just a tiny bit. All right, and then just look up at your feet. If you want to do a little halasana plow, you can reach the legs overhead. And hold for another deep breath. And returning the legs upward if they're not already. And let's lower down nice and easy. So roll out, take fish pose, Matsyasana. Straight legs, chest up, head back. Now if you're doing headstand, you'll counter stretch into child's pose. All right, so your fish pose, straight legs, chest up, head back. You can also roll onto your belly for cobra pose, Bhujangasana, or even up dog as a release. If you're doing the hip stretch, you can hold there for another deep breath or two. Then let's all release out. Let's meet up on the back. We'll hug the knees in. Again, rock a little happy baby pose. Maybe windshield wiper the knees a little side to side. Whatever feels good here. And of course, if there's any final stretch or twist or anything you'd like to do before settling into your Shavasana, feel free to set yourself up. right? Maybe a twist, maybe just anything. Otherwise, you've certainly earned it. Settling back into Shavasana, extending the legs out on the mat. Let the feet separate, turn the palms up, and close your eyes. Just letting go of the breath. Settling back, embracing this time to rest, recover. Let the body better integrate the benefits of your efforts by taking this time in stillness, just letting go. I invite you to stay longer if you have time for a longer rest. I will otherwise leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet next time on the mat, namaste.